I see all the people led into deception by the very men bound to care, blinded by the promises, unknowingly sold despair. So leave your herd of sheep and follow this shepherd to revolutionary ends. The world that you knew has changed around you. It's all become a money game. It's all become a money game. It's all become a money game. Are you ready for? Are you ready for? Are you ready for the revolution? Revolution. The revolution's now. It's happening all around you. If you cannot see, pull aside the curtain and see the war machine. It's time for you to rise up and prepare. So arm your fellow man, 'cause it's become destructive to its own ends. The world that you knew has changed around you. It's all become a money game. It's all become a money game. It's all become a money game. Are you ready for? Are you ready for? Are you ready for the revolution? The revolution. Revolution's now. It's happening all around you. If you cannot see, pull aside the curtain and see the war machine. It's time for you to rise up and prepare. So arm your fellow man, 'cause they've become destructive to their own ends. The world that you knew has changed around you. It's all become a money game. It's all become a money game. It's all become a money game. Are they ready for? Are they ready for? Are they ready for? We the people. We the people. We don't need no home. We don't need no control. All we need is a joint to roll. Step into this world with all your hopes and dreams of everything they told you could possibly be. Right in the beginning, it starts out slow. One by one, you watch your dreams go as they tell you what to do with the rest of your life. No one stops and thinks it's not their choice. We don't need no home. We don't need no control. All we need is a joint to roll. of luxury. We don't need your American dream. All we need is to believe. We've got the right to choose the path we lead. As you wake up on the next day in your square little house, your 3 little kids and your quiet little spouse. What happened to the plans that you set on the shelf? Your travels, your dreams, and your thoughts for yourself. Looks like you chose what they said was best for your health. Now your money and your objects become yourself. We don't need no home. We don't need no control. All we need is a joint to roll. We don't need a life of luxury. We don't need your American dream. All we need is to believe that we've got the right to choose the path we lead. As your life's gone by, you stop and look back. Your heart sadly shows that you follow their track. No lives have been saved, no lives have been changed. Simply been conformed to be one and the same. We don't need no home. We don't need no control. All we need is that joint to roll. We don't need a life of luxury. We don't need your American dream. We don't need your American dream. I don't condemn, I don't convert. This is the calling, have you heard? Bring all the lovers to the fold. No one is gonna lose their soul. All my days I've been searching to find out what this life is worth. Through the books I've looked, through time I've searched. Love, love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. All you need is love. So don't let nobody stop us. Free spirits have to soar. With you I share the gift. The gift that we now know. I don't want to fight. Hey, let's go fly a kite. There's nothing we can't cure. I'ma keep you in my arms for sure. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. Love is my religion. All you need is love. All you need is love.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
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 Thanks.
Oh, thank you.
Florida.
I'm gonna move down to Florida.
Just make sure you tell them to watch out for Florida, man.
What's Florida, man?
He climbed on top of playground equipment and started yelling in front of kids, telling them where babies come from.
A man in Florida was arrested after officials accused him of throwing a 3.5-foot alligator through a Wendy's drive-thru window.
Yo, now let's journey down to Florida, home of the wild shit.
We're not doing anything wrong. I have him standing in the middle of the road. All you have to do is beep the horn or lower the window and tell him to...
Ain't nobody gonna tell me what to do, stepchild.
He said he had a bad reaction after smoking meth and asked if the deputies could test the narcotics quality, even driving the substance to the sheriff's office. Yeah.
Florida man steals this ultimate driving machine after he's told he can't buy it with food stamps.
What is it, BMW?
Yes.
Pretty hard to miss, as you can see. They found the thief who was caught on camera naked when stealing it.
A man was arrested last week in Port St. Lucie after police say they spotted him drunk, riding a lawnmower.
Bizarre attack in North Florida. A man accused of trying to kill his neighbor by chasing him with a tractor.
Will I be going to Florida? Polecats and
Florida man slashes 88-year-old woman's tires with ice pick for sitting in his seat during this 5-letter game. Bingo!
So I took all the children down in Florida in a store to get behind the room.
Smile and laugh, my friend. My life is 300 years of life.
Why are you 300 years old?
So, a creature for my amusement. Prepare for battle.
Well, it's nighttime, don't you know? There's a place you need to go. Grab your gal and grab your bow, 'cause it's time for the secret show. If you're feeling sad and low, and you're running out of dough, make it quick, don't take it slow, and head for the secret show. It's time for the secret show.
Yo, what, you 300 years old? Florida man. Good evening, everybody. It is a secret show. It is I, Letterman, ripping the letter from my Letterman sweater, turning Tucker into fucker. It was an F. Shout out to Willie Bragg. Thank you, Willie. Appreciate you, boss. He said, my doctor injected a shot into my stomach on Tuesday, and I already lost 7 pounds. He guaranteed me that I will lose 60 pounds or more in the next 7 months. Willie, congrats. I hope everything's fine. I said in the chat, I thought it was heroin they shot in you. And every time I go to the doctor, I usually have to tell him this.
Get your hand off my penis!
Yeah, he's all about that life. Wait, what? Shot who? Yeah, it's Saturday night. It's GenX weekend. We just made that up, but you know what? Fuck it. We're having a GenX weekend. It's not really a GenX themed show, but we have a lot of Gen Xers in the chitty chat, and some of our audience is Gen Xers. So here's to you, forgotten era. You only got 15 years. Everybody else gets 20 years for their era. Gen X got 15. We got we had to buy ours on sale at the Dollar Tree. Speaking of tree, we got Miss Tree in the house. How do you like that segue? What's up, sweetie? Good to see you. Peace, Dove. Good to see you, brother, man. We got the Miguel 5000 quantum computer online and ready to take over. You can take over anytime you want, Miguel. Please do so. We got Lainey P in the house. Lainey Peterson, what's up, dear? We got big doings coming up October 1st. Me and Lainey P, we got a show. If you enjoyed Civically Minded, you'll love The Undercurrent with 8% less crack rock, because we're on a budget. So look for that on and a few other things too in the works, for October 1st to start Rocktober off on the good foot. We got Miss Kate Kamashwari Kate in the house. I clicked on the wrong stream and found something interesting, but I better show up here. Oh, well, look, my motto is, if it's better than this, go for it. Life's too short to be loyal when you can be entertained at a low cost. Miguel with the kitty on the rumbles over there. Who else is up? We got all kinds of folks there. We got Rick in the house, Rick Solis. You talk about Texas Man. Yeah, I think there's everywhere man now, because everybody's crazy these days. Not good, and not in a good way. Charlie has, good to see you, my friend. Hope you're having a swell Saturday night. Shout out to my sister. Today is her birthday. She's a Leo. Yeah, but she doesn't watch this show. She's got taste. Who else? We got Chuck's Intergalactic UFO Show Intergalactic, another dimension in the Casa. Anonymous. Moose is on the phone. Dialing takes a while. Are you using smoke signals, Moose? What the shit's up with that? All right, whatever. It's none of my business. I'm just nosy. Who else we got up in here? We got CBC voter. I saw him up in here. Scroll up here. I think that's everybody. If I missed you, as always, I'll aim better next time. Hey, Vera, good to see you. I see you up in here, too. And I think that's everybody. I believe that's everybody. Folks, if you are new, though, if you're a Dodo Lurker, that's a Genesis reference, not the Bible, the band. If you want to do this thing, obey the chicken, else there'll be worse things brought upon you than having to watch this show. It could be worse. It could be this guy.
My name is Smithers O'Neill, and I like big booty bitches.
What's going on, everybody? Saturday night, we got stupid stuff going on. Let's check in with the chickens. Where's the chickens? Come here, chickens. Bark, bark, bark. It's RoboCoop. It's RoboCoop on the YouTubes. R.I.P. Chicken City. Chicken City's still there, but they shut down. They turn off the lights, and it's like, these guys are braggers. They're like, we're on the West Coast. They say we're chickens. So they got Saturday's fact. Egg weight classifications such. Oh, fuck. Double yolked eggs occur when two yolks are released from the ovary simultaneously and become encapsulated in one shell. That is just too fast. Look, y'all were you doing these chicken facts too fucking. Fuck you, chickens. Getting angry at chickens is not their fault. Maybe not their fault. It could be. It might be their fault. Wait a minute. You know who that Smithers... Wait a minute. Wait, what? You know who that Smithers O'Neill guy is? He is disco ambassador of Mid-Vancouver Island. Disco ambassador? That's awesome. How do you get that gig? How do you become the disco ambassador? Do you have to wear bell bottoms and, like, you know, wide the butterfly lapels? You have to sing "Burn Baby Burn" Disco Inferno wherever you go. Dun 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 bam dun 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 dun. I heard somebody say, "Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno, burn, baby, burn. Burn the mother down, burn it." That's my favorite part. Burn it. The singers in the background. All right. Enough of that silliness. More silliness. I said it's GenX weekend, and I want to get my GenX. I got a 2 for GenX thing here. Disco ambassador is whoever owns fish tank platforms. Like, what's his name? What was it? "I'm gonna get you, sucker." Bitch better have my money. Not half, but all my cash. Huggy Bear from Starsky and Hutch was that guy. Oh my God, love some Huggy Bear. For real, you know him. He goes to real disco dance parties. I think that is his alter ego. Might be. It might be. You never know. I heard somebody say. Sorry. I don't know. Some disco music is pretty good, right? When you're away from, when you're oversaturated with that, it's like some of the 80s music. Some of those songs that are like really good, you enjoy them now, but back then, you got they would just like overplay the hell out of these songs, right? And you're just like, I mean, I love Purple Rain. Don't get me wrong. It's one of my favorite songs, but it's one of my favorite karaoke songs too. But every time I'd hear that, bang, when Purple Rain was out and you hear it on the radio, bang, I'm like, uh-oh, here's 7 minutes. Because you just heard it like the last hour. You're like, okay, come on. Anyway, I'm just complaining. What's up, Night Star Productions? What's up, Jerry? You look as wired as Matt Frewer tonight doing Max Headroom. You're moving like him, too. Oh, it's all that cocaine I did. Well, it was the cocaine I found, right? I found it. I think it's cocaine, or it could be little packets of clothing detergent. I'm not very picky when it comes to my narcotics, so I just want to. It's just a lonely man. Oh boy. Donna Summer, yeah, man. Donna Summer. Average White Band. That was, play that funky music, white boy. I don't know if that was, I guess that's not considered disco, but it was around, it came out around the disco era. It was funky. It was very funky. I love funk. Love some Ohio Players. Roller coaster of love. Say what? P-Funk, George Clinton, Bootsy. Found Coke is the best kind. You never know what you're gonna get. Found Coke, yeah. Yeah. Willie says, I loved Love Shack for the first 50 million times, but it is today the one song by the B-52s I detest. I know they're not disco. No, that's fine. Oh, Brick House. Yeah, Commodores, man. Boom. That bass, that boom, 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 boom. 36, 24, 36. What a winning hand. That was Commodores when they were, when they were like funky, right? Like Cool in the Gang used to be like funky, right? Before Cherish the Love We I need a cut scene for somebody vomiting. I don't have one though, unfortunately. But yeah. War, yeah. Whoa. What's it good for? Absolutely nothing. I saw War with what's his face? Eric Burden. They did House of the Rising Sun together. It was good. Dango ate me, baby. Good to see you, bud. Happy SATURDAY night to you. I don't know. Oh, you were over on the Rumbly Tumblies. Okay, right on. Paper Lace, the night Chicago died. Oh, nice. Well, Jerry, you're old. I was thinking of, I was thinking of that show, that Genesis song, Paper Late. Paper late, paper late. Ba, 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 da. Be sure to take the poll, y'all. Giggity. I got one of those. Giggity, 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 go. Yeah, take the poll, please. We got Tim from Kicking Herald. He does that music trivia, so I want you to let's see where we're at. Anybody vote? We got 5 votes. So, and you're like, well, I don't know what he's going to play. So what song is Tim from Kicking Herald referring to in the upcoming video? We like to do some gambling on this show. If you want to put down some money, wager. 40% said Tom Dooley. 20% for the rest. Maggie May, Eleanor Rigby, Ziggy Stardust. I was me and my buddy Shane Ballard, R.I.P. King. We used to have shows, and we would do parody songs, right? And they were pretty fucking filthy. I ain't gonna lie. But sometimes we'd just do some dumb shit, and we were trying to come up with a parody song for Eleanor Rigby, and the only thing we could come up with the Eleanor Mondale, because we didn't. Eleanor Mondale lived in a house with a guy, not the president. His name was Walter. It just didn't really pan out. So anyway, so we'll find out the answer to that later. But first, we're gonna get into our Gen X stuff, and usually it's like Gen X. What are the top 10 Gen X movies? And we used to taste some bizarre shit back in the day. Because we weren't too picky about what we put in our mouths, apparently. Nowadays, you can't even look at a peanut without having to jab yourself with an EpiPen. I know, right? It's hard to rhyme Mondale. Rigby was hard enough. You try to rhyme Mondale. Tomdale, Bombdale. So anyway, this is who is this? This is Gen X Sean, and he's a nice, charming young man of 50 years old, and he's going to explain to us the top 10 things only Gen X knows the taste of. And Gen Xers, sound off. Let me know if this is true.
The top 10 things that only Gen X would know the taste of, and I will apologize in advance for number 2. Number 10, the 5-pound block of government cheese. You know what this government tastes like? We know what income bracket you were raised in. Man, it made the best nachos.
I had government cheese.
Number 9, Fire Stick Jolly Ranchers. Atomic Fireballs almost made it on this list. The amount of cinnamon in the Jolly Rancher Fire Sticks, you can actually taste this image. Number 8,
You know, those cinnamon shits. That wasn't candy. That was punishment. I'm sorry. That was way too much fucking cinnamon.
Well, Jello pudding pop. Bonus points if you ate the ones with the swirls. Number 7, Elmer's school paste. Not to be confused with the glue. It was the paste.
All right. I ain't gonna lie. I had the paste. The glue. I ate the glue. I didn't eat the paste. But I wasn't sitting there just, you know, it wasn't like, it was like, because, and then you put it on your hands and you make it look like you got old people fingers, whatever.
Number 6, of course we've got Tang. This was not just for the astronauts. Number 5, this one has multiple options. Of course we've got Fun Dip. First of all, we had the Lick-a-Sticks that tasted like chalk. We had the 3 flavors of Lick-a-Made. So first we'd lick the Lick-a-Stick, and then dip it in the Lick-a-Made. Then you had to prepare for the tongue burn.
Now, this Fun Dip, in elementary school, we used to, right before recess, we had two recesses, right? One in the morning and one in the afternoon. And at recess, the one of the gym teachers, this lady of questionable sexuality, she would sell candy, but it was like back in the day, we're talking about the 1970s, and candy was like, if you paid like more than a quarter for candy, you were money bags. If you had $1, yeah, you were the rich kid that lived in town. So one of the things was the Fun Dip, and they had the stores nearby too that had like all these candies there, the big candy rings, that kind of shits, 6-lits, the candy necklaces. Fun Dip was fun. Fun Dip was definitely fun. I don't know about the burning tongue, but it was just like, if you put the cherry on your tongue, it was a little bit of a sting. But yeah, he's right. Those sticks were just like this bare bottom candy. But that's not what you got them for. You got them for the Lick-a-Made stuff.
If it was caused by the Lick-a-Stick itself, Lick-a-Made, or the combo of the two, man, it was real. Number 4, before I show you the picture, remember this is a list of things that only Gen X would know the taste of. Of course, we've got Aquanet.
When I saw this for the first time, I flashed back to when I was a little kid, and my mom had her table, with her makeup and her mirror and stuff like that. And she had that big fucking can of Aquanet, and you walk in there right at this time, she's going, and you walk into this cloud, and all you taste is Aquanet. So some of you are like, well, who's drinking hairspray? Well, there are people who are drinking hairspray, I ain't gonna lie, but not me. I didn't want to do it on purpose. And it was always free 25% more. You never got a regular ass can of Aquanet. What are you, stupid? You always get the free extras.
I'm curious if Rave tasted the same. Number 3, we've got Flintstones vitamins. One of the reasons Gen X is so youthful today. 30 at age 13. At 50, we're still age 30. Number 2 has 2 parts. Something this generation nowadays would have no clue what they taste like. First one is dirt. Second one is soap.
Yes, of course, there were people who ate dirt and soap on purpose. I heard stories about, like, if you cursed or something and the parents would wash your mouth out with soap, but, and I'm sure some did that. I'm like, you're a fucking psycho. You ain't sticking no fucking shit in my mouth like that. Aquanet, your hair wouldn't move at all. Look, dude, let me tell you the story. So my senior year, right, we're getting our senior portraits. And it's 1987. And I got the sweet butt cut, right? And I got the nice feathered shit on the side. What? Shit was on point. But I took a shower, and I blew dried my hair too. So that was the thing too, because that's how you get the feather. You got to get that. And I had the biggest cowlick that was sticking up, and I tried brushing it down, and I put a little hairspray on there, nothing. And I ended up just doing the mom, and it was just fucking helmet hair. I managed to get the cowlick down, but it was just like, I was ready for the NFL. Dirt, soap, glue. God damn, how dumb were you? Well, why do you think we're indestructible now, Charlie? We exposed ourselves to everything back then, right? You know, I was a country boy. We were running around barefoot, you know, stepping in dog shit, cat shit, pig shit, cow shit. I mean, you know, just you got exposed to all that shit, and now it's just you see all these people with peanut allergies, and you're like, I don't know how that happened. Oh yeah, of course, yeah, lead in the gas, asbestos in the schools. We had 1 year the heaters went out, and so they had kerosene heaters in the classroom. So we're all sitting there sucking up kerosene. It was fun. I think that probably explains a lot of my mental deficiencies. Oh, that's funny. You'll get a kick out of this coming up, Rick.
Now, before we get to number one, I've got a bonus. I literally don't know how to introduce this, so I'll just show you. The ever-ready 9-volt battery.
Okay, so if you've never taken first off, some of y'all youngsters are like, what's a 9-volt battery? Well, in all the handheld video games that we had, the little Mattel stuff, a lot of those took 9-volt batteries. Some clock radios, stuff like that. There was 9-volt batteries was the shit. Now you rarely see them. And smoke detectors, I think they had them too. They may still use those in some of them. But anyway, so you would take, you know, you have the I think this is the positive and this is the negative. But if you connect the two, you get a little spark. So if you put it on your tongue, like that, you get a little zzz. It didn't hurt. It just kind of tasted. It tasted like if you had a penny in your mouth, but then it kind of like, I don't know. It kind of vibrated your tongue. It was some weird sex thing. It was,
This is dick crazy.
Yeah, it was a little dick crazy. Anyway, back to the countdown.
I'll just leave this here for a second. And the number one thing that only Gen X knows the taste of course, it had to be hose water.
All right, before the millennials start groaning, like, yes, we drank water over hose. He's going to describe the taste of the water coming out of the hose.
Slightly metallic, slightly rubber flavored. We drank this every single day. So how many of those do you remember? Did I leave anything important off the list?
See, okay, if you grow a vegetable garden, you know, fruit and vegetable garden, you're going to need water for it, and so you're going to have a hose, right? You're going to wash your vehicle. You're going to have a hose to wash the vehicle, right? You know, for various reasons, you're going to have hose. You them dirty old hose. You know what I'm talking about. But the worst part was, like, if it was summertime and you were just, like, thirsty, you were just dying of thirst, and you drank that water out of the hose, and it was hot because the hose was hot because it was summertime, you're just sitting there just going, Shit was nasty. So, anyway, that was GenX Sean. Hose water on a hot summer day. I ain't walking all the way inside. Exactly. That was the point. If you had a hose outside, yeah, you'd love to go inside and get the ice water or something like that. And you're like, but man, you need that water now. And then maybe the house is like, it's so far away, and the hose is right here. It's Scrumpy. That's not your name. I'm just calling you that tonight. All right. There were no water bottles back then. You had thermoses, but you did. The bottled water really wasn't a thing back then. I imagine you could buy some, but you know, it was just kind of weird because everybody just got. That was before, you know. Before the Ohio River started catching on fire, although I think that was in the 60s, wasn't it? Anyway, we had well water out in the country, right? Ooh, and that was the best tasting water, like so good, just crystal clear and just very tasty. Plus, the adults would be yelling at you not to be walking in and out of the house, slamming the screen. Yeah, of course. They told us, get the fuck out. Go play. It's sunny outside. Go ride your bike. I'd go ride off like 10 miles away. They didn't give a fuck. You know, we were latchkey kids. You know, our generation was, that was the first generation to have both parents working. So the kids you had to grow up quick. Like he said, when you were 13, you were 30 years old. And when you're 50, you're 30 years old. it's just an even keel attitude. I mean, no shit to the boomers and millennials or whatever. This is not an era war. We're just a celebration of my peoples. So good on Gen X Sean there. Thank you, my friend. This next one is this comedian. I think his name is Dan Regan. Dan Regan. So this is a millennial bashing a Gen Xer, and our friend Dan is not having any of that shit. So let's watch.
Nobody ever makes fun of Gen X. At least not enough.
What are you doing?
So I thought I would settle the score as a millennial and help out a little bit. So
You're not going to be helping anything.
and I printed it out on paper so that I could really get into the zone of like being a Gen Xer.
If you really wanted to get into the zone of being a Gen Xer, you wouldn't have printed it out. You would have written it out by hand in cursive.
Here are things that feel Gen X, but they get progressively less reasonable.
Why do I know this is not going to end well?
Food courts, petitions,
Okay, I agree so far.
the phrase bent out of shape,
That was one of my favorites growing up.
breast implants,
Huh?
canned food drives, bumper stickers.
Canned food drives have been around since food and cans were invented. And I'm pretty sure bumper stickers were around before cars. Don't ask me how.
Tater tots.
Tater tots are awesome. I would love to clean them as Gen X, but I'm pretty sure they've been around a lot longer.
Yeah.
To a lesser extent, potato chips.
Okay, first of all, potato chips are not lesser than anything. They are supreme.
Printers.
No, we will not claim printers. We do not like printers. Printers do not like us. We do not have a good relationship.
Q-tips.
Q-tips? So nobody before 1965 was cleaning their ears?
Recycling. Highlighters and staplers.
No, the whole recycling thing came out when I was in my 20s. There's more, so I'm going to have to make a part 2.
And I'm sure we'll get that part 2. As soon as it comes out, we'll have it here. Dan Regan comedy on the YouTubes there. Because I've heard younger people like, why is Gen X complain? Like, if you know, you know, and if you don't know, you sure as fuck do not know. So don't even front, as the kids say. Or maybe they don't say that anymore. They might. Like I said, no hate to younger and older people. We're all in this together, but Gen X does get kind of overlooked. We are a flyover country. The flyover country generation, where our needs will never be met. Unfortunately. There were, I guess, do you remember, some of you remember twist beads? You could take different strands of beads and you twist them together, and the girls would wear them as like little chokers, right? Of course, big hair. All the girls had big hair. Some of the guys had big hair too. Definitely a lot of butt cuts. That was like a holdover from the 70s, I think, the butt cuts, that part right down the middle. There were a few of us who had long hair, and we almost didn't graduate high school, or they weren't going to let us walk. We were going to graduate, because our grades were good. Were really good. And but they said, you got to cut your hair. It was one of those things, this is one of those schools where they made you tuck your shirt in. You didn't wear school uniforms, but you had to tuck your shirt in. You couldn't wear your shirt out. It was one of those dumbass things. Anyway, so we had a lot of us had our hair long, and none of us cut our hair, and we still walked. So fuck that guy. Fuck that principal piece of shit. Your kids are all Gen X. They're feral? Wait, are they wild? I don't understand. You were 7 when you got electricity and a phone. Jesus Christ, P Stuff, how old are you? You're not Cro-Magnon, are you? Jesus. Yeah, fuck that. All that was some control bullshit. Fuck that control bullshit. And now for something completely different. Kitties!
This little cat running toward you like a fuzzy caterpillar looks like it doesn't even have legs. But nope, it's a munchkin cat. The breed started right here in the US and wasn't officially recognized until 1991, so it's actually a pretty new kind of cat. Their short legs come from a natural genetic mutation, and yep, they pass it down to their kittens. In fact, if you lined up all 4 legs, they might still be shorter than its tail. Because their legs are so short and their bodies sit low, they're not built for big jumps or climbing high. That's why they're perfect for living indoors. But don't be fooled by those stubby legs. They can still move fast. They run with these quick, bouncy little hops and can zip across a room in seconds. Personality-wise, munchkins are gentle, super affectionate, and love being around their humans. They're also incredibly curious. Whenever something catches their attention, they'll pop up on their hind legs to look around, like a tiny bunny scoping out the world. And honestly, it's almost impossible not to melt when you see it.
Oh, hey, put some kitties in there. I saw that. I was like, oh, I gotta show that. I love some little baby kitties like that. I am such a sucker for kittens. I ain't gonna lie. But I saw them just some little and then that one big ass cat said, "Oh, you had too much munchkin kitties." What? Pace, you're the same age as Ozzy. Well, you don't sound like it in your comments. You do not sound like an old. You sound wise, but you don't sound old. And I guess that's good. you and Kate are like oldster youngsters. Maybe you're like Gen X. You're still 30 too. I saw this one. So that was Giovanni Gonzalez put that up with the Munchkin Cats. This one is Laugh Period. And I don't know if you guys live in the country or whatever, and you have animals that go outside and like dogs will bring back dead birds or something as a present to the house. Cats will do that too, and this shit's wild. But you gotta see what this cat brought back to the house.
Are you kidding me? He caught another snake today. I'm sure that was alive.
He got a snake.
Oh my gosh.
What the fuck?
Oh no. John Wayne. Stop bringing them home.
The cat's
We don't want your treasures. Please. I know you're showing us, but
look how proud that cat is.
No more. I can't give. Oh, that one is squirming. Stop. Stop already. Drop it.
Look, if you're that snake, you have to really examine all the life decisions that got you to the point where you're being carried by a cat.
John Wayne. Oh my gosh, your dad is going to freak out when he sees this video. Oh my gosh, take it somewhere else. Thank you. Oh, someone's going to get me.
She thought that cat was her. That's so funny. That's Laugh Period. They do, man. Animals do that. They think they're bringing shit to the house. Like they're doing you a solid, and you're like, no, bitch, bring no fucking snake up in here. What are you? No. I don't think I have a thing for that. I'd be like, nope. Nope. Not a good thing. What happened? Okay, I'm just checking. Holy shit. Your cat loved to bring bats home? I have a bat story. I didn't turn into Batman because of it. I know, right? Snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? I was a little kid. I was still living in Chicago. And we would go down to Mississippi during the summer. And we stayed in this old house. And there was a bat or a chimney sweep or something. I think it was a bat that would live in the chimney, right? And I'll never forget this. I was a little bitty thing, but I still remember this. I remember me and Mom are under the kitchen table, and Dad's got a broom. He's trying to chase this bat's like flying around, and Dad's chasing this bat with a broom, trying to get it the fuck out of the house. And Mom's like, "Don't let it get in my hair, Ben. Don't let it get in my hair." And I'm under the table like, the fuck, flying rats? What the fuck's going on here? Your brother had his dogs bring bats home recently. Luckily, they had their rabies shots. Yeah, right? Yeah, you don't want no, you don't want no drug, chemical lab in China. You don't want no Wuhan shit. Yeah, there was bats in the chimneys, man. That's crazy shit. That's the only time I've seen bats like, flying en masse across the night sky a few times before, but I'd never seen one up close. And it was just, and Dad did it. He was like, da 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 da. He knocked it out of the park. So, most of the fruit bats can't even bite. Bite hard. Yeah, she wasn't worried about getting bit. That was the thing. Because once she had like this big poofy hair shit going on, and she didn't want to get in her hair, because if the bat gets in your hair, it's just like impossible to get it out, because that thing's like, ah! It's got this vice grip on your hairdo. You done got your hair did. You don't want to get your you don't want to get bats. You don't want bats in your belfry, and you don't want bats in your bouffant. So next one here is our buddy Morbid Facts, and that killer mustache is little baby Burt Reynolds here. And this one, what's he talking about? The fuck? He's talking about penis panic. What? Penis panic, exactly what I said.
Get your hand off my penis! Get your hand off my...
This is dick crazy!
Damn, y'all fight it out then. All right. You okay? Let me make sure. Sometimes things happen, and all right, okay, I think we're good. All right, so he's going to tell us about penis panic. This is crazy.
In 1967, Singapore was gripped by a bizarre mass panic known as Coro, or genital retraction syndrome, where thousands of men became convinced their schlongolians were shrinking into their bodies, and that they would die if it vanished completely. Fueled by rumors that tainted pork was to blame, hospitals were flooded with terrified men clutching their groins, some even using clamps or strings to hold it in place. Over 400 cases were reported within just a few days. Pork sales plummeted, and public health officials had to step in to calm the chaos.
Wait. What was this shit called again?
67. Singapore was gripped by a bizarre mass panic known as Coro, or genital retraction syndrome.
Genital retraction syndrome. So, like, if you jump in a pool of cold water, guys, or if you get really, really scared, at one point you're like, "Ooh, my shit's inside." Yeah. Dick. That is dick.
This is.
Are you? Oh.
This is dick crazy.
You're crazy. Let me make sure. Okay. All right. So enough of that silliness. Yeah, genital retraction syndrome. Apparently it was a thing. And also, fun fact, I thought this was Chris Evans for a second, and it might be. It looks like Chris Evans doing Captain America, and he's holding his shit. That's probably what it is. Okay, never mind. There's no mystery there. Well, there might be, but we'll never know. Okay, so I love you guys a lot. So and you guys liked the fuck song last week. So we got 2 potty mouth songs this week. So the first one, we're getting it done right off the bat here, is Marty Waterhouse. This is almost vinyl. They do the AI songs, and I think this is what AI should be used for, to make horrible potty mouth songs just like this, which is fine. So enjoy this. This is Ride This Bullshit Out by Marty Waterhouse, an anthem, if you will.
Through the smoke and the fire, over sand, under sun, everything's gone to hell, just can't trust anyone. All around us is nonsense, an immense tidal wave. Get your boots, saddle up, take the reins, 'cause today we ride, keeping our heads down until we're on the other side. Oh, we ride, we ride this bullshit out. Weather heat, weather snow, never down will we slow. The whole world's gone to shit, but there's one thing I know. Oh, it's happened before, it'll happen again. Don't despair, don't give up. If you do, oh, they win. So we ride, keeping our heads down until we're on the other side. Oh, we ride, we ride this bullshit out. One day a distant ridge will crest and find ourselves an oasis. The game is rigged, the road is hard, but saddle up and play your cards and ride, keeping our heads down until we're on the other side. Oh, we ride, we ride this bullshit out. We ride it out. Ooh, ride. We'll always ride this bullshit out.
Told you. That's almost vinyl. Using AI for good and not evil. Or it might be evil. I don't know. Who knows? Are we not doing this? What happened? Okay. Everything's going to shit. All right. So it is time, folks. It is that time. Oh, that made your night? Oh, well, then you're going to like what's coming up later. If you enjoyed that, it's coming. Your Money Robbins doesn't give a fuck anymore. Down in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fucked this bitch and then I left town. The shit. We got sirens out there. I don't know what that is. All right, so our poll tonight, what song is Tim from Kicking Harold referring to in the upcoming video? He's going to tell us here in just a second, but let's take a look at the poll right now as it stands, as Tom Dooley with 50%. We got 6 votes, so you can still vote. if you know how to do that. And I'm assuming 3 voted for Tom Dooley and then 1 apiece for the others. Very good. So anyway, we'll have the answer to that un momento. Your pop's favorite song was El Paso? Cool, clear water. Yeah, it is. It's Chirac, baby. That's right. Chi-Town, summer in the city. Back of my neck, somebody getting shitty. Oh, you knew Slim Pickens? What? Our buddy Bella knows John Anderson from Yes, and you knew Slim Pickens? Man, that's a name drop. Slim Pickens, y'all. All right, so Tim is going to tell us this story behind this, the behind the music kind of shit, only without the copyright, hopefully. So this is Tim from Kicking Herald with a little music trivia for you.
When a singer-songwriter was shown a gravestone, it created a rock and roll mystery. Back in the 1960s, a young rock star that was in a famous band was working on a new song. He had come up with what he thought was a really good melody, but the lyrics needed some help. The biggest problem was he needed a first and last name to replace the temporary title he was singing in the song already. First, he found the perfect 3-syllable first name from an actress he was working with in a movie. And then while on a trip to the English town of Bristol, he saw a building with the perfect 2-syllable last name. The 2 names worked perfectly, he finished the song, and it became a big hit. But then the mystery happened. Years later, someone showed Paul McCartney a gravestone with Eleanor Rigby's name already on it, in his hometown.
Eleanor Rigby picks up the...
So he finds Eleanor Braun in Help, I guess the movie, and Rigby and Evans Limited. Surely he had to see that tombstone. That can't be that that's if that happened like that, that's just way too freaky. Way too freaking freaky. So yeah, he was, you're talking about Slim Pickens? Definitely. Willie says, I made an AI-generated photo of myself, and I am fucking sexy and hot, contrary to what I really look like in real life. Willie, DM me that picture in Facebook. Let's see it, buddy. Come on, you sexy man. You do it.
You do it because you've got a nipple fetish, motherfucker.
Sorry. Paul died. Yeah, that's right. Said he died in a car wreck and they got a double, taught him to sing. I don't know about that. It might be because the monkeys didn't know how to play any instruments, and then they learned, and then the monkeys. Hey, we're the monkeys. People say we monkey around. What else we got here? Anybody sneak in? Everybody? I think we're okay. Meanwhile, who do we got next? So that was Harold, Kicking Harold. That was Tim from Kicking Harold. So I like these little how rare is your body kind of things, your pieces, parts, Some people have one black eye and one blue eye because, somebody beat the fuck out of them. It's one of those things, But so our buddy, what's his name? Adorian Deck, he always has these rando facts and stuff, so he's going to tell us about human body parts that you can sell on the dark web. I'm probably wrong about that.
Do you know how rare your body is? 16% of people have dry earwax instead of wet. 8% of people have blue eyes, I'm one of them, which came from a genetic mutation from one person 6,000 to 10,000 years ago somewhere in Europe. 30% of people can raise one eyebrow independently. I can't do it. I know my wife can do it though. She uses that on me quite a bit. 2% of people can rotate their thumb to touch their wrist. What? Oh, I can't do it. 1 in 10,000 people have damage to their amygdala and don't experience the emotion of fear, even in life-threatening situations. That just makes sense. Some people, man, they're either not thinking or they just don't experience fear. 4% of people have the inability to visualize images in their mind, even if they understand what they look like. 4% of people experienced merged senses, like seeing colors when hearing music. 8% of men and only 0.5% of women are colorblind.
Interesting. Did you know, this is a Gen X joke. Did you know that everybody on the space shuttle Challenger had blue eyes? Because one blew that way, and one blew that way, one blew that way, and one blew that way. Oh. Damn, I couldn't stop it. It did not want to stop. Yeah, I probably need to be extra canceled on that one anyway. Sorry. Too soon. No. Friend advice, you could do the fun thumb thing, but I think it's because he was offensive lineman. Oh, yeah. Probably had his thumb broke a couple of times, and yeah. That is wild why that did not stop like that. That is some crazy shit. All right, well, onward and upward, I guess. What else do we got here on The Price is Right? Oh, yeah, so that was a Dorian Deck. All these are on YouTube. This is where I'm getting them. So this next one is from the Daily Nelly. I don't know who that is, but this guy has a house that is... This shit's just wild. So the chick in here is this guy's sister, and he's the guy who built all this shit. Is the guy behind the camera. So she's taking a tour of this crazy fucking house that this guy has. This guy has probably more money than God. I don't know, but check this out. This is crazy.
This is my brother's fun house.
Jump.
Yeah, this is new.
No, this is a secret door. Open it. Pull. Look at that.
Shut up.
Look at that shit. Oh, this gets crazier.
It's a disco room. Shut up. It's a whole nother room.
Yeah.
This is insane.
Right here. Okay? Go ahead. Open that door. What did you do?
What the heck?
What did you do? You broke it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. This goes... Yeah, pull.
Look at that.
It's a blockbuster video with all of the best.
And you've got a TV going on.
Okay, no, come over. We're gonna go down the trap door. Go. Open that door. I would not open that door. If you open that door, back up. Yeah. So I told you. Okay.
What?
Yeah. I just watch where you stand.
Okay.
Yeah. See, that's why. But there's the foam pit. You can jump down there. Yeah, that's it. Oh.
I thought she was going to clock her chin on that edge. I really did.
What did you knock over? I'll meet you downstairs.
Hey.
It's a big fall. All right, come on.
I'm getting a workout. Just
this way.
Tour of the new house.
This way.
Okay.
Now, open that door. Oh, you think so?
Okay. We have another door.
You said it was normal.
Nah.
Okay.
No, don't. There's a thing.
Get your hand off my penis!
It felt like.
Oh, it opens.
Oh, safe.
Yeah, so you got to give it a twirl.
Okay. Whoa, it's glowing.
I couldn't get my fat ass in there.
It's a glow in the dark room. There you go. So that's the glow in the dark room. This way. Now this is Sitcom Corner.
Yeah.
What sitcom is that?
Friends,
If you look in the
obviously.
peephole, you can actually see the Friends set.
Hey, it's the apartment.
Yeah, it is. Let me see if I can actually get a good shot of. There's the apartment, and that is in the Friends door. And if you open it up.
Yeah, the Winchester lady out in California, did she do her crazy shit in her house too? Putting stairs to places that don't go, that have stairs, and yeah.
You'll see that. No, it's not.
Just a normal bedroom.
No, the Friends apartment is actually on the back in
Oh
miniature.
my gosh, that's so cool.
Oh, careful.
Wow, that's so pretty.
This is Penny Lane.
Made of
This is
pennies.
all
Gosh.
pennies.
That's
And there's an
crazy.
old telephone there. Pick it up.
Hello.
It works, right?
Yes. Sign a waiver of heart attacks when you walk through your house. Honestly, this is insane. You guys did so much since I've been here.
Look at that big ass bear up at the top
Look at how
there.
high you are.
Crazy. You basically live in a fun house. I don't know what you do all day.
I have fun. I'm the brother, by the way, but I had to hold the camera so she could do the fun things.
Yeah, that's a fucked up house. H.H. Holmes, Triple H, he had this hotel and people would stay there and they had all kinds of doors to nowhere and stuff like that. And he ended up like murdering them and hiding them, the body. It was like they found all kinds of bodies up in that hotel. And the Winchester house, the lady who inherited the Winchester, like the rifles, Winchester, she inherited that and she just started building. She got people to build onto her house. It just kept for like years and years and years. Like I said, they'd build stairs that would go up to the ceiling, right? There was just, and doors that didn't open or you opened it and they didn't go in. It was just wasting fucking money, man. These fucking rich people are the worst. Yeah, I know. How much did how much did that cost? I don't know. I mean, the thing is, did he do all the construction? And if he did it by himself, that would have taken a long ass time. I'm sure he had some help, but or maybe he got some people to do it, and he gave him the the specs, as it were. Yeah, it's just fuck off money. That's it. Or fuck you money too. Yeah, it's just it's fun to see cool stuff like that, but then when you think about the economics behind it, you're just like, people with money just waste their money. A lot of them don't even put it back into the economy. They end up putting it in some offshore accounts or some shit like that, and you're like, they think the stock market is the economy, and it's the stock market is a casino. The economy is the economy where people buy and people sell, and then it affects pricing and stuff like that. So anyway, I love this guy. This next guy. So who was that? That was the Daily Nelly on YouTube. So this next one's by History Hustle. They're the ones, they have some great videos on their channel about like kind of the history of Germany and the Zionists back in the day. It's very interesting stuff. I highly recommend his channel, History Hustle. And this is an interesting story. It's the last World War II POW to be repatriated from Russia. So in honor of the Russia U.S. summit with Trumpy and Putin up in Alaska. Let's watch this. This is minute 45. It's pretty interesting though.
Having spent over half a century in Russia, the last World War II POW was repatriated to his home country in the year 2000.
And just so you know, this isn't an AI voice. This guy's Dutch. So I'll be like, man, this AI is awful. It's not AI. The guy's Dutch.
His name was András Toma, and he served in the Royal Hungarian Army. During World War II, Hungary fought on the side of Germany. As the war turned against the Axis, Hungarian leaders tried to exit the war, but Hitler wouldn't accept this and forced Hungary to stay in line. Hungary was overrun by Soviet forces, and many Hungarian soldiers ended up in Soviet captivity. Among them was András Toma. He was captured by the Red Army in Poland. Toma was transported to a Soviet POW camp and then had to undergo a horrifying 21-day train voyage in a boxcar stuffed with human cargo. Many of his comrades died in transit. Toma slept on their bodies. Toma ended up at Kotelnitz, more than 600 miles east of Moscow. In 1947, he was suffering from psychoneurosis and put in a mental hospital. Thus, he was removed from the prisoner of war lists, and thus Toma was lost to Hungarian authorities and declared dead in 1954. But he wasn't dead. In the mental hospital, his Hungarian was mistaken for gibberish or an invented language by a mental patient.
He was speaking Hungarian and they didn't know what language he was speaking, or they thought he was just making the shit up. So he was in the mental hospital for nothing.
He didn't learn Russian either and had no one to talk to, but that changed in 1997 when a Hungarian-speaking doctor from Slovakia visited the asylum, and thus he was discovered. He was flown home in August 2000. He was reunited with his family members that were confirmed through DNA matching. Since he was never discharged, he was promoted to Sergeant Major by the Minister of Defense and received unpaid salary in full. He lived with his half-sister until his death in 2004, and he was buried with military honors.
Yeah, so Hungarian prisoner of war, captured by Russia, ends up in a mental institution because they can't understand Hungarian. Yeah, well, the Red Army. That's right. Did y'all see where Lavrov came to Alaska? He got off the plane. He was wearing the USSR shirt. Only was in Russian, so it said CCCP, which I don't understand. I never understood this. So USSR in Russia is CCCP. So that's 3 C's and a P. So shouldn't that be SSSR? So why is U a C and then S is a C? I don't get Russian. That's weird. If you're Russian or you understand why, let me know. Steve G. Hello, Steve G. Or Steve G. Whatever you're going by tonight. You crazy whack-a-mole. Yeah. Here come the Reds. I know. Well, that's what people think. A lot of these like people who are ignorant. I'm not saying stupid. They're just ignorant of the facts, and they think that it's still Russia. It's still USSR over there, and they're they're in the bread lines, and it's like no, that was 30 years ago, dude. Next guy, the next item up for bids, we got Sambuca. I didn't know, we need to avoid bad luck as much as we can, folks, because we need all the good luck we can get with all the bullshit that's going on in the world, right? So he's going to tell us about bad luck around the world. So if you're around the world doing things like this, you should probably stop doing it. Let's listen.
Here are some superstitions around the world that bring you bad luck, so don't do any of these. So if you don't drink, don't toast a German with a glass of water because it implies that you want them dead, and don't walk back.
What? Don't toast a German with water? That's like the German word for fuck you is just cheers with water. That's crazy.
Backwards in Portugal as it lets the devil know where you are and where you're going. In the Philippines and South America, don't ever let your purse touch the ground because it'll lead to bad financial luck. And in South Korea, it's bad luck to fall asleep with a fan on because they believe it could bring you hypothermia.
Well, I could never go to sleep in South Korea because I gotta have a fan. It don't matter if it's winter or summer. I gotta have that air circulating. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. So that look on his face, it looks like Jack at the end of The Shining.
Yeah. Placing empty water bottles on the ground is considered good luck in Russia, while women who sit on the ground in Russia are said to render themselves infertile. Wow. Also, don't give anybody a yellow flower there. Chewing gum after dark in Turkey is discouraged because according to a national legend, it turns into the flesh of the dead. And in India...
Wait, what? In Turkey, don't chew gum at night because it turns into the flesh of the dead?
It turns into the flesh of the dead, and in India, trimming your nails after dark is considered bad luck, just like getting a haircut on a Saturday, because it will reduce your life expectancy by 7 months. The number 13 is unlucky in the West, while the number 4 is unlucky in most of
I've heard about the number 4, especially in like Chinese culture, because I know a lot of Chinese people, and they say, yeah, fuck 4, because, and he'll tell you why.
Asia, mainly because the Chinese pronunciation of death is very similar to it. And finally, if you live in Rwanda and you're a girl, you better not eat any goat meat because it allegedly causes facial hair to grow. So be safe.
Yeah. You know, don't eat goat meat and don't chew gum in Turkey after night at dark. Otherwise it turns into the flesh of the dead. Oh, 13 is lucky in Mexico. You know, I would think 13 would be unlucky in Asian countries too, because in numerology, 1 + 3 is 4. Well, in addition, in general, but you know that's how they do it. 1 + 3 is 4, and that would be bad luck in Asia too. So, but I'll tell you, a number that's not bad luck is a 69, and I highly recommend those to anybody. Share yourselves with the ones you love. MS13. Touche. You're a 4. Mystery, how are you a 4? I think you're a 10. I really do. Although if that's bad luck, then you're not a 10. You know what I mean. You know the thing. You know the thing. Here's so that's Sambuca or Sambucha, however you pronounce that. So you know we got all kinds of crazy shit going on with surveillance and stuff like that, and you need to watch out. If you got those Alexas, you need to get rid of those. Come on, don't do the smart house thing. You don't want that shit. You don't want the government running your house. So our buddy Doug Sharp, Dougie, is going to tell us about. Alexa is always listening, always listening.
Fun fact, in 2017, a young girl playing in her living room asked Alexa to order her a dollhouse and some cookies. A few days later, a $170 dollhouse and a 4-pound container of Danish butter cookies arrived at the family home. The little girl's parents were shocked when the order arrived since they hadn't approved it, and the story got picked up by the local news as a warning to other parents to install parental controls on their Alexas. But during the news story, they included this clip.
Alexa ordered me a dollhouse and some cookies.
Which caused tens of thousands of Amazon Alexas in the homes of people watching the news story to try and order a dollhouse and some Danish butter cookies, which triggered an even bigger news story because for the first time people realized Alexa's always listening.
That's some scary shit. I don't want none of that listening ass shit. You hear me, motherfuckers? You hear me, motherfuckers? No, thank you. Who's getting cannabis tonight? I guess I just know what the CBC stands for. Cannabis. Yeah, smoke them if you got them, brother. Hell's yeah. I had me a little edible a while ago. I'm on edibles now. I don't want to get fucked up, but I do want to take that edge off where I don't want to, strangle somebody. It's cheaper than bail money. Let's remember, kids, marijuana is cheaper than bail money. Next, I should warn you, we got some thunder boomers outside too. So if this show goes tits up, see you later. But at least we got a good hour and a half in, or at least a good hour and 23 minutes in. So we'll, hopefully we won't. So keep your fingers crossed, toes crossed, your penis crossed, whatever. We talked about asteroids and stuff like that A little bit here and there. But there's this one asteroid called asteroid 2024 YR4, right? They thought it was going to hit the Earth, but now they don't think it's going to hit the Earth. But they said it might hit the moon, and if it hits the moon, that might not be so good either. Ooh, excuse me. Had delicious pizza. So this is Thomas Mulligan. I think he's been on here before. He's going to tell us about asteroid 2024 YR4 and why we should collectively poop our pants, maybe.
In just a few years, you might get the chance to witness a once-in-5,000-year event happen on the moon. Just last year, we discovered asteroid 2024 YR4, and for a brief moment, it was considered the most dangerous space object with a 3.1% chance of hitting Earth. In the time since, the odds have decreased to about 0.004%, but the moon might not be so lucky. There is now a 4.3% chance this asteroid will collide with our moon, releasing the equivalent of 6.5 megatons of TNT upon contact and leaving the moon with a kilometer-wide crater. This would absolutely be visible from Earth and would be the largest impact in approximately 5,000 years, liberating up to 100 million kilograms of lunar material, causing a massive meteor shower here on Earth.
Yeah, that's the shit right there. When pieces of the moon start falling to Earth. Now it's a 4% chance, so it's almost a 1 in 20 chance. Is that 4%? No. 4 to 50, 120. 1 in 25 chance. I think it's a 1 in 25 chance that it can hit the Earth. Or hit the moon, I should say. And if it hits the moon, yeah, it's going to be nice, and then until it starts raining rocks, and then, well, you know... Turn out the lights, the party's over. And then we got Apophis coming in 2029. It's gonna come close enough. It's the biggest the Empire State Building, I think, and it's supposed to come so close it flies underneath our satellites. And the thing is, they don't think it's going to hit the Earth. They definitely don't think it's going to hit the Earth in 2029, but there's a chance it hits this gravitational keyhole, this small gravitational area in space. I guess extra strong or something, and if it hits that, it could alter its path, and then when it comes around again in 2036, it'll definitely hit us. And so basically, we got about 11 years left. You know, it was nice knowing most of you folks. So before we check out from the moon rocks or whatever Apophis is going to hit us, let's enjoy some more videos. This is Dark Jokes with Mom. I always love these. I love the looks on these ladies' faces. They're so sweet. From Norm's rankings, but I've seen these all over the place too. So more Dark Jokes with Mom. Cancel time.
Hey, Mama, Grandma, why are black people so tall?
Why black people so tall?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because they Negroes.
They Negroes!
Mom.
Yes, dear.
What's white and comes in little cans? Michael Jackson.
How did Helen Keller's mom punish her? She put her in a circular room and told her to find the corner.
Mom, why did Ray Charles start smiling?
You gonna make fun of this man? Why?
Because somebody whispered in his ear that he was actually white.
Hey, Mom.
Yes.
What's the difference between a garbanzo bean and a chickpea? I've never paid $20 for a garbanzo bean on my face.
Drip, drip, drip. Some people may be a little sensitive to jokes like that. I don't really care. You better laugh at something that's harmless like that, because there's some real dark shit out there that we should, worry about. Anyway, this next one is fun. So that was Norm's ranking. This one's Treehouse Detective, And it's basically, yes, you heard it right. Well, you hadn't heard it yet. The story of how Mr. Rogers saved pornographies. So Mr. Rogers saved pornography, and this is how he did it. Let's watch.
Not many people know this, but Mr. Rogers is responsible for saving the adult film industry. You see, in the late 1970s, the Japanese company Sony introduced a new device to the United States market, and it was called the VCR. And with this new device, you could go to the store and buy tapes with movies and TV shows on them and watch them at home whenever you wanted, which was amazing because prior to the advent of the VCR and home media, at any given time, 99% of everything ever made was unwatchable to you. But there was somebody who didn't think it was a very good idea, and it was movie studios who thought that home video was going to be the death of movie theaters. So in 1976, Warner Brothers and Disney brought a lawsuit to the U.S. District Court asking for all home media technology to be banned in the United States. The case was thrown out in 1979 by the court, but Warner Brothers and Disney appealed, and in 1983, the case was brought to the Supreme Court. But this time, they had some much more powerful allies. Jack Valenti, the head of the government organization, the MPAA, the guy who literally created the movie rating system, was a staunch supporter of Warner Brothers and Disney in their efforts to get home media banned in the United States. He was quoted as saying, "The VCR is to the American film producer and the American public as the Boston Strangler is to the woman home alone." Quite a statement. So things were not looking good for the VCR in the US. But then the Supreme Court brought in a very important material witness to give a testimony, and that was our man, Fred Rogers. Rogers was no stranger to giving powerful testimonies that saved entire institutions. He spoke in front of Congress in 1969, begging them to not cut funding to PBS, and his speech was so powerful and moving that Congress ended up doubling the budget of PBS. And it just so happened that he was a huge believer in this new technology of the VCR because he felt like it gave families and children flexibility and power to watch programming around their own schedules. So instead of children having to sit there and wait for TV shows to come on and miss important opportunities and events in their lives to catch a single TV show, they could just tape it and watch it at their leisure. And he thought that that was incredibly important. The Supreme Court ruled in favor of Sony and the VCR, and in their landmark decision, they explicitly stated that their sole reason for this was because of Rogers' testimony. But here's the thing. In the early 80s, the adult film industry was on the verge of collapsing. It's hard to imagine now, but at the time, the only source of seeing these kinds of films was going to theaters in the public. And more people just weren't going to the theaters anymore. Throughout the early 80s, the advent of the VCR was a huge shot in the arm for the industry, and it went from being this seedy back alley thing where you had to go into a dark theater and sit with a bunch of other people and you didn't really want anybody to know about it, to a huge home video empire that rivaled the mainstream film industry in terms of money earned. And though he had no idea and probably could have never anticipated it when he made that testimony, it was because of Fred Rogers. So, thanks?
It's a beautiful day for pornography. It's a beautiful day to jerk yourself. Kiwi Corner, hello. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. I hope I covered all the bases. That's wild, right? I know he inadvertently saved the porn industry on video, because that was the thing. If you've ever seen Boogie Nights, they kind of explain that in the movie where, you know, Burt Reynolds is I think he's the porn director, right? And he's an artist, right? He uses film, and but it turns out film is too expensive. They stopped making like actual. They were making like feature length movies that had fucking in it. It was considered pornography, obviously, because it had sex acts in it. But granted, the scripts were not great and the acting was definitely not good. But there was an effort to be made to have a plot, and then there was. There was like characters, the pizza guy showing up with the meat lovers special. But then they went to videotape, which was way hella cheaper. And the next thing you know, all you see now on Pornhub is like casting couch shit. And it's just, there's no story, some of them, I've seen some where they're trying to act. They're like, we're going to make this shit real. We're going to put the passion into it. And then some people just like, all right, I got a dick. Let's Where do I go? Yeah, so, you know, right? 70s porn, yeah, so hairy. So hairy. Everybody had a hair. Ron Jeremy, that fucking hedgehog, he was, he was the human Brillo pad with a penis. Thank you, Mr. Rogers, for Nina Hartley. It was very exciting and hairy. I tell you, you should watch that movie Caligula with what's his name, Malcolm McDowell. He plays Caligula. That's straight up porn, and it has Helen Mirren in it too. Because there's somebody they sucking dicks in that movie. I don't know how they got away with that. And Malcolm McDowell, I mean, he's played some characters, man. Fucking Clockwork Orange. Come on. That's right. They're probably hanging now. They're probably back together. Lonnie Anderson died the other day, last week or something. Stories went down. I know, right? And you don't even have to rent porn. I mean, used to you had to go to the adult video stores to buy the porn. It wasn't like you could just download the shit. You still had to go to you instead of going to the porn theater, you went to the porn shop. And even then, they had these little booths that you could go in and watch porn in the things. And I don't know. And now you can just download it, and it's just... See, the kids today, they don't understand the struggle back in the day trying to get porn. You appreciated the porn more back then because it was so hard to get, right? You know, if you're one of these kids, you may have an older brother who had passed down the Playboys to you or something, or... You know, you have that one friend. Everybody has a friend who's practically an adult, not because they got skipped in school or whatever, but they're just like, you know, they always seem to get like the porn and shit like that. The arcades, yeah. They're banging in heaven. Porn 70s funk music from Quebec, Canada. I know, right? Yes, right there. The fucking wah-wah pedal, man. And yet they put score. You had movie scores. And now it's just... I don't even think they do the music anymore. They do on the 4K fancy looking ones, the fancy porn. Wait a minute. You know, all the, oh, hello. Would you like some Grey Poupon in your vagina? You know, that kind of shit. It's all nice, cinematic looking. I don't like music in porn. I want to hear slapping. I want to hear. That's all brown chicken, brown cow. What? How dare you, sir? Scrambled cable channel and the secret Playboy membership just to get the mailbox before anyone else. Yeah, you had to get some kids. Some guys had the the special box, there was also a special box in porn, you know, but they had like some sort of way of hacking the box or something. So like the scrambled would get unscrambled. Sometimes it wouldn't get unscrambled, but it was unscrambled enough where you could see shit. You know, it was like a ghosting picture going by, but you could still see stuff. My very Puerto Rican Roman Catholic mom got angry at me when I was looking through a Hustler in a grocery store in 1975. I was 6 years old. Right? Well, that was before they started putting them behind the counters. They had them like right there. They got the candy there now for the kids. They had the eye candy for us back there. The Jugs magazine. Jugs. It's just nothing but big boobies. I could talk about porn all night. Come on, stop it. We got more show for you if you're into that sort of thing. I love these guys. These are my new favorites. Because we are a podcast, these three dudes, I'm not sure where they're from, but these These Family Feud ripoff games are just hilarious to me. And I get to learn a little bit more about black culture, not to appropriate it, but to understand it, because I'm that kind of person. So this one is, we asked 25 black people about ass whoopings. It says whoopings, but I put the ass whoopings in there. So let's listen to this. This is fun stuff.
We asked 25 black people to name something a black parent might say to their child before whooping their behind.
This gonna hurt you more than it hurt me.
Well, this gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. Same shit.
It's gonna be hurting me more than it hurts you. Yeah, there you go.
That definitely should be wrong.
Todd, do you think you got one?
I'm not one of your little friends.
I ain't one of your little friends. And they never were. Unfortunately, not enough.
I'm gonna play this one, man. I ain't get beat a lot, but I know people that did, so I think I got this.
There was a lot of people writing back about having to relive some childhood trauma for this one. So I apologize to the viewers who had to, dig back into archives a little bit.
Keep playing with me.
I might have to ask my people about this one, actually.
Are you talking to the mustache?
You think I'm playing? They're going to give it to him. 4 points is very close.
I'm going to say go to your room.
Go to your room. Not up there. Really dig back into that childhood trauma.
You got one more time.
And not another. You got one more time to guess an answer. That's 2 strikes.
Now that I'm thinking about it, this is like really weird when you think about ass whippings, but pull down your pants.
Famous last words. Pull down your pants. 3 strikes.
Yeah, okay.
Sit on down.
I'm glad nobody had to deal with that.
I'm just gonna go with bring that ass here.
No DC Young Fly. Bring that ass here, boy. Not up there.
I feel like I know what it is.
We asked 25 black people to name something a black parent might say to their child before whooping that behind. Number 3. Go get my.
Oh my God. Go get, and that could be anything. My belt, my shoe.
A switch.
A switch.
Yeah,
oh,
old
damn.
school people down in the South, absolutely. And number 1.
I'm gonna whoop your ass. Oh,
Did I tell you? This one is very versatile because this can be said before and during in between slaps.
Yeah.
Didn't I tell you?
Because they had rhythm, so hopefully they hit it on just on the tail.
On
But
the
if you're getting hit on all 4 beats,
fall on the floor.
Yeah, no, sorry y'all. But yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, Southern people know about grannies. Granny said, go get me a switch. Go cut me a switch. That's some Gen X shit, too, is, ass whoopings. I'm sure ass whoopings still happen, but, hell, they was doing it in school back in the days. I think Gen X was probably the last generation to get ass whoopings. I mean, maybe some of the millennials did, but, yeah, they would have licks or days. So you get 3 paddles, or you got 3 days suspension. And the last thing you want to do is go home for 3 days and have your dad or your mom whoop your ass. So you took the licks in school. Yeah, that's another one. Oh, no, you didn't. But didn't I tell you is probably my favorite. Especially when they grit their teeth and they're like, you can't understand what they're saying. Motherfucker. Didn't I tell you? Hey, go to your room. What the fuck? Didn't I tell you go to your room? So that is because we are podcast. There's some fun gentlemen there. Highly entertaining. So this next one is Cody Tucker, our guy that does the word origin kind of things. But tonight, he's talking about something that's near and dear to our hearts, propaganda. Typically, one person in mind. I think some of you know who this is, but let's listen to him tell the tale.
When you think of breakfast foods, you usually think of bacon and eggs, but that wasn't always the case. This trend began in the 1920s when a meat company hired a man named Edward Bernays to figure out a way to sell more bacon. Edward Bernays utilized propaganda to help revolutionize advertising. Many major companies like General Electric, the American Tobacco Company, CBS utilized his services to help change the way people felt about their products. To help sell cigarettes, Edward Bernays noticed that women didn't usually smoke. This meant that 50% of the population was an untapped resource. So he began setting up advertising showing only female smokers. Because this happened to coincide with the success of the suffragist movement, he referred to cigarettes as torches of freedom. Meanwhile, even in the 1920s, Edward Bernays knew that cigarettes caused cancer and ridiculed his wife for smoking. Nazi propaganda minister Joseph Goebbels was a massive fan of Edward Bernays and used his propaganda tactics for his work in the Nazi Party. Coincidentally, Edward Bernays was Jewish and was also the nephew of Sigmund Freud.
Yeah, so when people say, "Man, I wish I had a time machine," I'd go back in time and Hitler. Really, they should probably go after Edward Bernays. I'm not saying I advocate violence in any form, but I understand what turns Mr. Hand into Mr. Fist. Lucky Strike was my grandpop's favorite. Yeah, I knew a lot of old cats that smoke Lucky Strikes. Harsh. That's a men's cigarette, to tell you. But yeah, Edward Bernays, piece of shit. He's the one that started modern advertising. He's the one that inspired Nazi propaganda. And probably a lot of the propaganda you see today, old EB, that's your guy. So if you got a time machine, I'm just saying, choose wisely. Yeah, so Freud was fucked in the head in more ways. Yeah, didn't he have mommy issues? He was just straight up with the, "Tell me about your mother." Yeah, Sigmund Freud, not a pleasant person. Probably the whole family was fucked up. Just if you go back in time with the time machine, just get the whole crew there. just take them all out and everything should be fine. So this next one, I usually get copyright strikes for this, but I don't really care, is Mr. Ballin. And I don't know if you guys ever like camping or anything like that. I used to, when I was a Boy Scout, I used to go camping a lot. I got kicked out of the Boy Scouts for eating brownies. So, but I used to love the woods, and now I'm tempted to go back to the woods to live forever. But I'm scared because there's even crazier shit out there than there is, in here, in the world, in our world. Can't keep your eyes open. Okay, go to sleep, sweetie. We're almost done here. We only got a few more to go. No, Kate. Mystery. I don't know what that reference is. Oh yeah. Oh, so Freud. Ugh. PSA: nicotine's a nutrient. 8 to 12 receptors in every cell of your body. The chemical additives are additive, or additive carcinogenic. Ooh. All right, Kate. Good night, sweetie. We'll see you when we see you. So, Mr. Ballin, he tells these wonderful stories. What Lurks Beneath, that guy, I can't remember his name, but that channel is pretty good too. They do some good storytelling stuff. But he's going to tell us a story about, this is somewhere in northern Oregon, and crazy shit out in the woods. Let's listen with his eyes closed.
2015, an experienced outdoorsman named Bob, along with his wife, his young daughter, and their 2 German shepherds, decided to go camping in a remote part of northern Oregon. When they arrived at the site, Bob began setting up the big family tent for everyone to sleep in, and his daughter said, "Hey, do you mind if I sleep in the spare 2-man tent?" Bob and his wife said, "You know what, that's fine, but you gotta bring Guts." That's one of the German shepherds. That night, Bob wakes up suddenly to what sounds like footsteps outside of his tent, and his wife is still in the tent with him, and so is Leah, the other dog, and he can hear his daughter is snoring, and he can hear the sound of Guts breathing. Bob's dogs are really keyed in to protecting their family, and since Guts and Leah are not up going crazy about whatever's out there, Bob ultimately just goes back to sleep. The next morning, Bob gets up. There's no sign of any intruders in their campsite. That morning, they decide to go for a walk down the road when all of a sudden Guts takes off into the woods. Bob starts taking off after Guts, finds Guts stopped right outside of a campsite, but there doesn't appear to be anybody in the campsite. But there's a tent, there's a cooler, there's a table, there's all the things you would expect. So Bob runs up and he grabs Guts, but then before he leaves, he realizes on the tent there's this big scratch through it, like it's been cut open. As he gets closer, he realizes there's definitely no one here. All of their stuff has just been ransacked, there's scratch marks on everything. He decides, I'm gonna take my family, go back to my campsite, I'll just call the park rangers and they can figure out what this is. Later that afternoon, Bob and his family are back at their campsite, and at one point his wife gets up to go use the bathroom. All of a sudden, she gets up and starts running back towards camp. At the same time, Guts gets up and starts sprinting towards her. And Guts, at this point, has run past his wife. And as Bob is running up to his wife, he's like, what's going on? Why are you running? She says, I don't know. I just had this horrible feeling someone was watching me. When I turned, I already saw Guts running towards me. It scared me. His wife leaves, and Bob draws his pistol, and he starts walking out towards where Guts has now stopped. And Bob's looking and he can't see anything. After not being able to figure out what the heck is going on, takes Guts and goes back to his campsite. The attitude was, we want to leave. However, it was getting late. They had a bunch of stuff they would need to pack up. They decide, we'll stay one more day and we're going to leave first thing in the morning. And he decides he's going to set up a tripwire all the way around his campsite using a rope tied to little pieces of metal that would clang together. So if anything touched the rope, it would make the metallic clinking sound, then it would alert Bob. Bob goes over to the edge of the site and he realizes, oh my God, someone's already done this. There is another tripwire that's already been built around the outside of our campsite. It's just been cut. Bob didn't even tie his perimeter. He just drew his gun, told his family, get in the truck, and he stayed up all night protecting his family. As soon as the sun came up, they packed up and they got the heck out of there. Bob is convinced that there is something out there in the woods in northern Oregon, and probably is the same thing that caused the previous group to set up their own tripwire. And it's also the reason the other campers were willing to abandon their nice equipment, because they are not messing with whatever the heck is out in those woods.
Yeah, no shit. I used to think, man, the woods are great, but now all the crazies are going, you think it was a bear? But usually doesn't bears make a sound like a, like sniffing and shit like that? But the dogs didn't bark. That was weird. He said that the dogs didn't bark the first night, so he just went back to sleep. I'm hearing shit outside. No, thank you. I don't want any part of that. Because, it's, wait, what? Ooh, what the hell? Almost gave away the game. Yeah, but safety in numbers, folks. If you go in the woods, go with a whole bunch of people and a whole bunch of guns. You know what? If you go down to Tennessee, I think the Tennessee-Kentucky line, there's the land between the rivers or something like that. There's the dog man down there too. This guy, it's like this, it looks like Bigfoot, only he's got a dog's head, like an Anubis or something. I'm not saying it's aliens, but it's aliens. That's a good soundbite too. Love to get that. I think I've changed out some of these sound bites. There's only so many you can do. I promised you more music. Yeah, the Skinwalker too. Crazy stories. Once we get Mundus Ultra coming back soon, I want to do some crazy in the woods stories. You have the what's his name? Paulides. This guy, this investigator, the missing 411, all those people that go missing in national forests every year, just straight up just vanish without a trace. Crazy shit. So we got more music for you before we get out of here pretty soon. This is from Retro Raunch Radio. And this is the song we all need, I think, in our lives. It's a beautiful tune, inspired by love and wisdom, and it's called Fuck Around and Find Out. Enjoy.
help you find out. Oh, you're about to find out. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Don't get knocked out. Walking down the street, some asshole's glued to his phone. Head so far up his ass, he don't know where he's going. Don't get knocked out. Slams right into me, not a single damn word. I think, motherfucker, you've got some nerve. Then some douche on a bike flies through a red light, flips me off like he wants to fight. I step off the curb, but he's gone like a flash. I'm burning inside, ready to whoop some ass. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Oh, you're about to find out. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Don't get knocked out. At the coffee shop, some prick cuts in line with a grin, acting like they're special. Think again, my friend. I clear my throat, give him a deadly glare. He looks back like what? I say, don't you fucking dare. Please fuck around, please, so I can help you find out. Find out right now. Please fuck around, please, please. Please, please, please. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Oh, you're about to find out. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Don't get knocked out. Got a mental list of idiots and it's growing fast. From the selfish to the clueless, love to hook that ass. Keep thinking you're slick, like you're running the show, but I'm ready to help you find out. Let's go. Please fuck around, please, please, so I can help you find out. Find out right now. Please fuck around, please, please. Please, please, please. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Oh, you're about to find out. If you'd like to fuck around, I'd love to help you find out. Don't get knocked out.
Yoink. Almost fucked up. Almost. Edward James almost fucked up. But I didn't. I know, right? It's the fuck around and find out. It's riding this bullshit, whatever that other one was. What was it called? Ernie? It was called something. Ride this bullshit out. That's what it was called. This is the aliens' national anthem when they arrive. Yeah. You dancing? You baked as a cake. You probably just on that couch going, yeah. What? Huh? Finally tonight, as always, we like to close out the show with some solid JJ, and they've been having some bangers lately. This one, I think last week we did the basically the Fantastic Four movie wrap up. This one is Thing versus Hulk, but it's not what you think. It's yeah. Let's just watch it. You'll see. You'll see.
So, if it isn't the Green Giant himself.
Don't say you're strong, but Hulk's not gonna hurt you.
Come on, creep, I can take it. Bring it on, Jolly Green. You think I'm scared of you?
Hulk's strongest there is.
Oh, yeah?
Hulk won't even if Frogman wants fight.
Oh my God, Ben!
No! Hulk didn't fight
He's
now.
not breathing!
Dear God, Ben, speak to me.
Hulk confused it. Is he gonna get back up?
Get back up. You stop this hard.
No. Hulk only punched him one time.
Stand back, everyone. Clear.
Hulk really only hit him the one time.
Dear God, he's dead.
What?
What do you mean, how? You hit him full force in the head. He's gone.
But he's strong like Hulk.
No, he's not strong like the Hulk. He's just a rock guy.
He pick up car and brick wall.
He's just a rock guy.
It's just a rock.
Well, we just wanted to play cards. That's his hobby. So we make friends.
Oh, God.
Is he okay? I can't tell because I'm blind. His blind girlfriend.
Oh, God. Doom, he caused all of this.
I didn't do anything.
You told me he's strong.
No, I said he had a strong hand, as in a hand of cards. We play every Sunday at the Saturday.
What's my Doom here?
Oh, I just wanted to show this shit up once.
Damn it to hell. Ben's dead and Doom's fly as fuck.
He's not laying dead on the floor right in front of me, right? Because that's my greatest fear. I'm blind.
Oh, God.
Well, thank God Johnny's not here to see this. He just had that ambiguous head injury.
Hey, guys, I'm back from my ambiguous head injury. Ben!
I'm sorry, Johnny. Some people think with their fists
Oh, he was strong like Hulk.
Why?
because he's a big guy that just wears his pants like you? Well, newsflash, pal. I can't think of anyone else like that, but you're an asshole. Just the rock guy.
He's just the rock guy.
Rocks and pebbles and stones.
Oh, God. For the first time in life, Hulk don't feel rage, Hulk feel moral complication.
Moral complication.
You are a creature of pure rage, beyond what you can understand and beyond what you can control. I believe in time we can agree that we all will fucking hate you forever.
I hope you run.
Just leave us alone.
God.
Is he gone?
Yeah, he bought it.
Woohoo, it worked.
Right.
You're okay?
It's all part of his plan, Alicia. See, Hulk's been going around telling people he's stronger than the Thing. And while he was probably right, we at the Fantastic Four take street cred pretty fucking seriously.
So Benny Boy over here came up with a plan on how to best him his own way.
Emotional manipulation. Now that's
God damn.
Why didn't anyone tell me? I thought he was dead.
Oh, Alicia, it's because you're blind. Everyone knows not to trust a blind with your secrets.
He's for sure gonna need counseling.
Oh, come on, the Hulk is great at unpackaging emotional trauma. I mean, there is the off chance that he goes into an emotional rage and just kills everyone in a small town.
Probably.
Oh, we're terrible people.
Yeah, they're terrible people. So they were just basically fucking with Hulk. Emotional manipulation. Woo! Oh, that was terrible. Well, it's late. Oh man, it was straight up. We did 2 hours right on the dot. How about that? That's nice. Thanks everybody for coming out. I hope you enjoyed this. If you're brand new, if you could like, share, and subscribe, I appreciate that. If you want to help out the show, like our buddy Willie there at the top of the show there, appreciate the 10 spot there, my friend. You can donate to the show. The links are down below, and you can join Patreon too. Get your name and lights at the beginning of the show, and at the end credits too, which we're about to show you. We'll be back with this show next week at 11 p.m. Central Time. You can figure out the math for the other times. I'll be back on Tuesday for Morning Extra at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific Time. So, Charlie, I appreciate you. Love you, brother. Hope you're doing well. Can you smell what the rot's cooking? I know the First Family were a bunch of socios. They were. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I always love hanging out with you guys on a Saturday night. It's always a good time. You know, you probably have something better to do, like sleep, like Kate's doing. So, and I don't blame you. It's probably a good time. But if you're hanging out, you just want some fun, we're here for it. We'll be back next week. And more goodies are coming. Like I said, October 1st, when Rocktober begins, we're going to rock it with Lainey Peterson for the Undercurrent. That's starting on October 1st. I'm creating all the graphics and stuff. She's doing all the managing and stuff, and we're getting stuff together. It's civically minded, but on a much better channel. So we really appreciate all of you. I love each and every one of you. Remember, don't join the cults. Use your critical thinking skills. Stay frosty, because fuckery is always afoot. I will see you in the next one, I believe. And Godspeed to everybody. Take care of each other, all right? Love you.
There can be only one. Yeah!
Oh no, it's coming my way. It saw me. I compel you in the name of Jesus. Be gone, evil spirit.
I think he's actually taunting. He's looking for trouble. Uh-oh. Did he find a target? Let's see what's over here. No? He's driving around. Oh, wait. I'm sorry. I said he. It might be gender neutral. Oh, is he really coming this way? Is this happening? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Is this really? Are you kidding me? Unbelievable.